Hello guys, welcome back to the next video of Recon NG. As all of you know what is Recon NG is and what is uses. So let's get started with the Recon NG. So write Recon NG in the terminal, press enter, and don't get confused if you get this error, because these errors are common if you start the Recon NG. So currently in the previous video I have told you that this is the default workspace of the Recon NG. So this is showing default, and if you do like this, what will happen is that if you press show, so so these are the commands which can be used to show to for enumeration or to information gathering: show banner, show companies, show contacts, show credential with the target, that I have told. Actually now what is happening, suppose if I had add a domain like any type of domain, say website.com. If I just show domains, so what is my result? It is saying no data returned. Actually yeah, because I have not added any type of website or any type of domain which I want to search, so that's why it is specifying that no data returned. So how can we add? By using the add command. But before adding, I want to tell you something about some commands which you can use in uh, Recon NG. So the first command is show dashboard. So dashboard is a very important command, and dashboard is very important because dashboard specify your workspace and your activity. So what type of activity you are doing, what type of things you are doing in Recon NG, it gets all stored in the dashboard. So, and if you want to see what you have done previously, and either if you have forgot, so you can do one thing: you can do show dashboard, and you can get all type of result in the show workspace. So how can actually we are in a workspace default, so there might be a question: how can you add a workspace? You can add workspace like this: workspaces, and first we have to write the table name, then you have to write the command workspaces add. Suppose my workspace is like work, so work. And if you press enter, what will happen? Give it a few seconds, and don't get confused if you get these errors, because these errors commands. Clear the screen. So now we are in the workspace which I have added. So so if you press show workspaces now, you can see there are two workspaces running. One is default, which had been given by the Recon NG itself, and one is work, which I have added. So now if I use show workspaces, you can see the default workspace as well as my workspace which I have created work is running with in the workspaces. So how can you switch back to the default workspace if you want to? So you can learn a new command. First write the table name workspaces, then write select. Is the command and the interface is like SQL, it's like MySQL, and if you are familiar with the MySQL, there is an advantage for you: workspaces select, and then select the default. So if you do this, so what will happen? It will get changed to default workspace. So if you clear the screen, because it is getting giving some errors, and these errors are common, don't get confused. And now see, we are in the default workspace as of started. So so now the main things: how can you import some modules, and how can you show some modules? Actually modules are the things that will perform tasks. So you can do like show modules and press enter. So you can see there are lots of modules present in the our Recon NG. And you can do one thing: these are the exploitation module, there are discovery module, and these are the Recon module. So there are lots of modules present. Basically you can always do one thing. Actually I will specify some of the modules which are useful. You can do one thing: you can Google all the modules by going into the site of the Recon NG, and you will get each and every information of this, because in a video each and every it is not possible to explain each and every modules. So there are modules like profiles, contacts modules. If you want to get contacts, if you want to get location reverse geocode, or the location geocode, if you want to get the IP of any website of anyone, you can do this. You can use these modules. There are some Google hacker target module. There are netcraft module which can be useful to get who is enumeration. or basically it uses the netcraft as a database. So there are lots of modules present or present over here. And the netblocks, and there are present on netblocks module. So netblocks perform who is information. Basically it performs the who is operation. Actually who is enumeration tool, all if you know it, it stores some result which are publicly available. So netblocks perform that type of operation. And there are some reporting modules also. So the main feature, how can you add domain? Just click add and then domains, then press enter and text and write some domain. Give some open source name, or I can, for now I am doing website.com. I don't know this website is valid or not or present, but for this presenter. So do one thing, show domains. You can see our domains has been saved as number one row id, this website.com, and this is user defined. This is exactly same as like MySQL. So if you're familiar with the MySQL, it will help you a lot to understand Recon NG. And if you're not, so follow this video step by step. You will learn and you will get to understand what I'm telling. And then also you can add companies, like add companies, then press enter. Right here the name of the company is website. Actually this is not a company, just I'm writing. And the description, like web developing company, do like this, and this press enter. It has been saved. So now if you do show companies, what will you get is that you will get the you will get the row id as one. You will get the company which I am, and its website and description. The company is web developing company and modules is user defined. So these are the things which can be done with the Recon NG, and it is a very powerful tool, obviously, that I have mentioned earlier. So it is very much useful in terms of information gathering as well as penetration testing. So in the coming videos I will tell you how to perform information gathering operation in any website with the help of Recon NG. So I hope you will all like this video. Please give a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel also. Thank you for watching the video.